Hey, cuz, have you been doing any Amazon shopping?
What are you talking about?
Have you been buying things on Amazon?
That's like my favorite store in the world. Duh.
I know. I'm getting like so addicted to Amazon shopping.
You might have a problem. You should
No,
look
but
into that.
guess what?
What?
If you and any of our listeners go to campfirepod.com and click on the link on the right-hand side, the Amazon link, and make your purchases through that link, guess
Yes. I don't know what.
we N2P podcast gets a small commission. Nothing
You mean
extra
like a little bit off
charged.
the top? To like scrape just a little bit off the top?
Yeah, nothing extra's charged to you. It
Wait,
just
you're
shows
telling
your
me
support.
I can go to campfirepod.com. Why are you trying to confuse me with the names? You're telling me I can go to campfirepod.com right now, click on the Amazon link on the right side of the website, order something from Amazon. I don't get charged any extra for it, and a little bit of the top, a little commission goes to N2P podcast. Is that what you're telling me right now?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. That
And
is
then what
exactly what I'm
happens?
telling you. You support the show.
What? I can support the show
Yes.
by going to campfirepod.com, campfirepod.com. Click on the Amazon link on the right side of the website, order anything I want from Amazon, and I can support the show that way?
Absolutely. Campfirepod.com. Don't you forget it.
And how do you spell that?
CAMPFYRE pod.com.
P-O-D is how you spell pod.
Get out there and support the show.
Why haven't you told me this sooner?
Hi, I'm Lourdes.
And I'm Eric, but you can call me Tello. This show is a family-oriented show, but it's oriented from the adult perspective. We talk about adult situations, and very often we use adult language. So if there's any kids in the room, kick their asses out. They don't belong here right now. Unless they want to learn something about life.
Right, this may not be suitable for children. And I'd like to add, I don't want to make anybody mad, and I love my family and friends.
I do too. I love how you talk over the intro while it's still playing, and your voice is playing because it's pre-recorded, and you're gonna be like, I'm sorry, while you're telling people, I just want to tell my family I love them. Oh, thanks a lot, cuz. Welcome to N2P podcast, and cuz it's your turn for some lyrics. So what do you have to sing?
This is easy. I have no lyrics.
That's okay. The song, I ended the song early. All right.
Oh.
This is
I
episode.
so messed up.
Yeah, you did. This is episode 31. I messed up on the Campfire pod thing. I said Campfire bod. What the heck is Campfire bod?
I don't know. You're trying to promote some other business, some other hobby, some other... I don't
But
know.
look, this is episode 31, and you talk right over the intro. I should kill your mic during this. I should know better by now.
I totally just like that one went way over my head.
I mean, so do you still have construction going on in your house?
Yes. So just, another minor disclaimer.
What-
You may hear some background noise.
What are you having done to your house right now?
Right now, cabinets are being installed in the kitchen. And for the most part, most of the work was done yesterday.
And who's doing the work?
Luis's friend's friend. He actually comes in from Mexico and does...
Legally, of course.
Yeah, because how else would he get here?
I don't know. It's not like you go to the border and wait at like 2 o'clock in the morning for him to run over and jump in your car and then you drive back.
That's possible.
No.
But, I don't know if
you
you've
didn't
heard.
do
They're
that,
building
but
a...
you don't do that, obviously. But my brother told the story of one time picking up my father that way.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know someone that smuggled their wife in.
Is she pretty?
It's crazy. No. I mean, she's all right.
Damn.
She's all right. I mean,
But she's not worth smuggling into the country.
No.
Okay.
I think he regrets it every day now. They're no longer together. But anyway, that's a whole nother
Yeah,
story.
that's off topic. So Well, I was going to ask you something. What was I going to ask you? Oh, yeah. So is Luis helping with the construction?
Yes. He's doing more of the like do boy stuff, I guess is what you could call him.
Damn.
Like go run errands, go do this, go get
So
that.
not really the major work.
Labor part, right? No. Mm-mm. I'm pretty excited because these cabinets were like the man made them. Like he designed.
These are custom cabinets.
Custom made cabinets. Mm-hmm.
Custom.
They're pretty simple.
Mexican handcrafted cabinets.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at you,
it's pretty interesting. I know it's really. I can't take any credit because I didn't do anything. Nothing.
I wasn't giving you credit.
Oh. Well, it sounded like it for a minute.
I was trying to give Luis some credit because I thought that he was helping out because it's like
It's like something for her to do, like a little hobby.
Oh gosh, I have some great news.
What's up?
Speaking of hobbies,
I love hobbies. This podcast is a hobby.
I know, and so I'm taking a speech class, and I'm taking it online. So I have to do a lot of speech stuff at home and upload it. And one of my first assignments was to record myself and introduce myself through a recording and upload it. And some of the instructions were like, for any of the assignments, no background noise. And I was like, that's what Cuz tells me.
Yeah.
That's what Cuz tells me with the number 2 podcast.
31 episodes.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, now it's starting to make sense.
Now because someone else tells you. Thanks a lot, Cuz.
So this next assignment, I have to do a PowerPoint with and introduce myself to the class. So the first one was a practice assignment. Wasn't really, It actually was optional.
Were you able to get it quiet in the background?
No, but I made the video kind of funny, to where I acknowledge the background noise, kind of like I do on the podcast. And so the professor's, she was like, excellent, did a great job. But as you acknowledge, make sure all your future videos are uploaded with no background noise and that you have an audience. So it's like, cool. So that's what I'm going to be working on this week. But part of that assignment is I have to do a PowerPoint talking about myself, introducing myself to the class and to the professor using nothing but logos on my PowerPoint. Okay. And then in front of an audience of 5 adults, I have to kind of use that as a guide of, to talk about myself. Guess what made it on one of the slides?
Oh, are you telling me that number 2 podcast is the logo you're going to use?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Can I be one of the 5 adults who is in your audience? Can it be like a virtual audience over the internet?
I don't think so.
You better double check because I want to be part of this. I want to interrupt your speech. I'll be like,
oh, you can't. I can't have any interruptions from the audience.
Look, you weren't supposed to have any background noise either, but you had that too. And once your teacher hears our banter back and forth, she's gonna be like, "Where can I find? Is it a female? I'm assuming it's a female.
Yes, it's a female.
She's gonna be like, "Where can I find this number 2 podcast? You and that handsome gentleman are so good at this. It was so entertaining. You get an A plus, like in a Christmas Story."
I was so excited because I was like, so. It said like hobbies. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I snipped the our number 2 podcast logo.
You don't have to snip because I have a high resolution version I can send you. I mean, if you would prefer a high resolution version, we have that.
No,
we have the originals. I mean, we own that stuff. I don't know if you know that.
It's okay. I got it. But I have to add a few other logos to each section. So my PowerPoint, I think it only has like maybe 3 or 4 slides.
All right. I won't say any company names because I don't want to get sued. But last episode, you were talking about your community turning into a zombie community. You could take the chemical companies' logos and talk about how we're going to be zombies.
Well, I only have a 2 to 4 minute window for my speech, so...
Okay, well, look, there's that refinery right across the street from the actual campus, the physical campus.
Yeah.
How many times have you smelled that boiled egg smell when you come out of that building?
Oh my gosh.
That can't be good.
I work right down the street from there too.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like,
So you must smell it all the time.
yes.
Hey,
I'm
look,
like
it's just
contaminated.
a little sulfur leak. You'll be fine.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You've had bad boiled eggs before. You're fine. There's nothing to worry about here.
No. We're mutant.
That's exciting because I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you too.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. I was like, what kind of hobbies can I put? What kind of logos? I was like, what? So yeah, that was my
Be sure to put a link to the
news.
podcast in there too. Just saying,
Yeah, but I did send the link out for our Amazon, the campfirepod.com with the Amazon link on to the right. I sent that link out to Isabel and Priscilla, and hopefully they'll forward that to their friends that use, Amazon. Anyway, Priscilla records me, and they said they were going to record me while I'm doing a show because they like making fun of me with their friends.
It's fun.
So,
you know what? I just made this connection. I like making fun of you too, and
yeah.
I love making fun of your mom. So it must be something that runs in your family.
It's probably that stroke I had when I was a child.
It was a mini one, a little one. You can't call it a full-on stroke. It was a mini stroke.
Oh gosh.
It was like
anyway.
like a strokeette. If you like a stroquito, no?
Yeah. I know. It's crazy. Oh, because on a different note, and I know I'm kind of like just
all over the
I
place.
want to kind of get it over with because I really think it's important, but I want to talk about it in the beginning because some people might take it as being sad, and I don't want any negative downsides to the show.
So you're going to bring the show down at the beginning so that the rest of the way we can struggle to climb up the happy hill.
Yeah. Because I don't want to end it. I don't want to end it on a bad note.
All right.
And it's not really, it's just, it's awareness. Oh, we can call it like our health segment.
Okay, that was health segment music.
Awareness.
How about that?
That was probably not the right music, but I'm just going to talk
Okay, how about this one? Health segment.
That one's good.
You like that for health segment?
Yeah, because
I have that labeled as game show on my board here.
Well, when I finish what I'm going to say, you'll probably understand why I didn't feel like the other music was that appropriate for it.
Okay,
so
let's hear it.
So here it goes. I want to talk about alcohol awareness, and I'm not going to spend that much time on it.
I'm aware of alcohol, thank you. Yeah.
But for young people,
I was aware of alcohol when I was younger. In fact, I think I was more aware of it then.
Than you are now?
Well, I don't drink anymore, so I'm not aware of alcohol as much.
And that's great. And I think both of us, and maybe even some of our listeners, can relate to being intoxicated and overdoing it, passing out, whatever.
I've passed out from alcohol, yeah.
And it's not anything that I'm trying to say, oh, it's great, or I'm not promoting that or saying,
yeah, when I passed
proud.
out, somebody yelled timber.
No, they didn't.
They should have.
But if you recall last episode that we did, I had mentioned the flu and gave some flu tips, and I had mentioned that there was a young guy that had passed away.
Yeah, you really bummed me out. And I was like, why are you giving tips on how to catch the flu?
Well, what's happened is that his funeral was actually this past Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, last Saturday.
Or Saturday before that?
It was recent.
Okay.
And
do you know this person, or is this just somebody in the news?
I don't personally know him. I know his dad, and it's someone that more of like an acquaintance, or let's just say if I seen this man and his family out, I may give them some type of acknowledgement, but I don't know them.
Or something.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'd read a story also. I thought you were talking about someone in the news who had passed away. I didn't realize this was that much closer to you.
Yeah, and it's more in the Hispanic community in the avenues. So he passed away, and they had his funeral, and he was young, so 22 years old, and a lot of young kids, friends, and family of his they were all at the funeral home. Well, last night, the girls come in my room and they let me know that another young person, I think he was 19 or 20 years old, died.
Dang.
And
from the flu?
No.
Oh.
He died from, and again, this is, no fact checking, but based off of what has been said so far is that he basically had alcohol poisoning. And, he drank so much at the funeral from the funeral.
Oh, he was a guest at the funeral?
Yes. And passed out and didn't wake up. And I know that we have family members and we have close friends and we have kids that, drink and they think it's cool and, oh, I know how much I can handle. But when you're having fun, it doesn't matter if you're having fun or you're sad or whatever it is. To get to the point of where you can't control yourself anymore, whether that's control yourself by standing up or walking or talking or acting a fool. You really shouldn't get to that. You shouldn't get to that point, and you don't know that you're at that point until it's too late.
Oh, I know.
So the best thing is just being aware of, if you're gonna drink, limit yourself. Tell yourself, I'm only gonna have this much. And I know it's a lot harder said than done, but
especially once you get drunk.
Right. It's just, I don't know. The best thing is not to drink, like cousin here who doesn't drink.
Yeah, it's hard to tell that to a young person though, and expect that to happen.
Yeah, it's just sad because you're thinking, one young person lost their life to a health illness, and within days, a week, another young person loses their life, and without a cause. It wasn't an accident, car accident. It wasn't a health issue. It was alcohol. So, our young listeners, please be careful. Please be safe. Don't think it can't happen to you. And it's not just you that, this guy's gone. He's gone. He had a 1-year-old child.
Dang.
He's his parents. He has other siblings. I mean, he's gone. He's not here anymore to suffer or to see what they're going through. But to me, it's just like a loss, no cause for it.
Why did you let me play that stupid music at the beginning of this?
That's why I said don't play that one. It's just to bring awareness to our young listeners and our old listeners.
It's important. I understand, but man, you bum me out. I can't bring this show down.
No, it's just I think we need to be able to provide this real life stuff so that people know. I mean, you don't drink, okay? You've had experience with some incidents or situations.
Yeah, I've had many blackouts. I'm lucky that I don't know that I ever drank enough to. I've always been a bigger guy, so I always felt like I could handle more, and I would push myself, especially once I got drunk. My friends would cut me off, and if they weren't there to cut me off, I might have drinking myself to some sort of sickness. I might have drank enough to get sick of some way, but yeah, I've had many bad nights. I'm glad I didn't have a problem. I don't think because I didn't drink a lot. Just when I would drink, it would be in excess, just because I wanted to get drunk and have a good time. Mm-hmm. I never drank out of sadness because I felt like that could lead to a real drinking problem. But yes, I've had many blackout nights.
Yeah, I think in our culture, our Hispanic community, we're brought up. I mean, not all Mexicans or Hispanics drink, but just our
it's
culture,
a stereotype, and you can see it at our family get-togethers. The women are inside, either cooking or dealing with the kids or whatever, and all the men go outside and drink.
Yeah. I mean, they don't do that like they used to because I don't like, I mean, segregation is not cool. It's
You
just
heard it
not
here
cool.
first, people. Segregation is not cool.
No. Women deserve a place. Anyway, I think
Women
that
deserve
ends-
to be standing out there next to the men drinking just as much as them. I get it.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to say. But no, on a serious note, just, don't drink. Don't, it's just not worth it. I mean, I know my kids will have a drink here or there, but I think that I hope and pray that they've seen enough within our family, how drinking and drugs affect you mentally, emotionally, all kinds of stuff. And I hope that they use it as a guide to make wise decisions when they are tempted or they do have a drink, not to overdo it.
I think, for a long time I didn't drink. I didn't start drinking until my mid-20s because I was really against it. And part of the reason I think was because I would see how it affected our Uncle Bones. When he would drink, he would become a different person altogether. And it was really scary. And he would drink in excess quite a bit, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that turned me off from drinking for a long time until I started going out with my friends and having a good time. But it was never something that I really desired to do. So it was when I decided to quit, it was pretty easy for me to quit just because I'd had one too many hangovers and I was just tired of that. And I was trying to lead a healthier lifestyle. And I thought, hey, alcohol, I don't use it a lot, but I know it's not good for me. I can cut that out pretty easily. That's one step closer to being healthier.
Right.
Oh, go ahead.
I just think it takes a lot of willpower. And I think when you hear that.
Well, obviously, when you look at me, you're like, there's a guy with a lot of willpower.
I mean, yeah, a lot of things can kill us.
Can I change the subject, cuz?
Yeah.
Okay, this is bumming me out. I have a question for you.
Okay.
What's going on? You look like you have two black eyes right now.
Oh, I didn't put any makeup on.
There's a video portion of this now. You can find it if you're listening to the podcast through audio only. You can find us on youtube.com/campfyre. That's CAMPFYRE. Go ahead.
.com.
No.
No, I was just going to say, I think it's the shadow of my cap.
Can you turn your cap
Yeah,
around?
because when I get...
You look scared. Nope, it's still there.
Well, it looks really scary. Hold on, let me see.
There is a lot of strap left over on that hat.
Yeah, because I have a flat head.
You have a tiny head. Look how much you have, 6 inches left over on that adjustment thing for the hat. My goodness.
Does it still look black?
Yeah, your eyes are still dark.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Can you
It's okay.
Photoshop it?
No, I'm not going to take that much time.
Well, I'm going to turn my cap back around.
Yeah, do that. You're such a handsome young woman. Oh,
I feel like
you didn't hear me because you had your headphones off. When you were
What'd
turning
you
your
say?
hat around, I said, "You're such a handsome young woman."
I know. I was going to say, I got to, turn it back around because I feel like I look too much like a boy. Bad memories.
Right now, with what you're wearing, you look like you're part of the Dallas Cowboys management team.
That would be pretty damn cool,
That would
actually.
be awesome. Maybe I'd finally get tickets to a game.
Yeah, we went to a game. It was pretty badass. The adrenaline is just like, oh my gosh. Crazy. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was well, let's end the segment because about the awareness.
You want me to play another song?
No, just end it.
Okay, segment's over.
Okay,
And it's
okay.
officially ended.
Yeah, carry on. So what were we talking about?
Well, I wanted to tell you that I got to finally see The Shape of Water this week, but I don't know if that's a good way to follow that segment.
Was it a good movie?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I guess
Well, I mean, you're not really
that
gonna
segment's
tell
over too
about-
now. No.
Huh?
One of my favorite filmmakers is named Guillermo Del Toro. He's a Mexican filmmaker. This guy is so talented and brilliant. And I listen to his audio commentaries on the DVDs a lot. And it's like a masterclass in film. This guy, Spanish is his first language, obviously. He was born in Mexico, born and raised in Mexico. English, I'm assuming, is his second language. And film must be somewhere in between his first and second language because he's so fluent in it. To hear him talk about movies and how he makes movies and stuff like that, it's like poetry. Like, this guy he's so passionate about it. And I heard a story once about Eric Clapton. Do you know Eric Clapton?
No, but the last name sounds familiar.
I can't believe
Like the
you.
lady from Port Arthur that, she's a singer.
Janis
Is it
Joplin?
Clapton?
Who'd you say? Who did you say?
I don't know. That's who I was thinking of.
But what name did you said something, I spoke over you at the same time.
I was going to say Janis Chaplin. Oh, gosh. I really don't know what I was
Eric
going to
Clapton
say.
is a famous guitarist.
Clapton. That was it.
Yeah, Eric Clapton is a famous guitarist from England. Are you familiar with Jimi Hendrix?
Yes.
Okay.
Wasn't he like from the 70s?
Yeah, 60s and 70s, I think. I'm not sure when he died. But anyway, so Jimi Hendrix is this virtuoso guitar player. He's like arguably one of the best, if not the best. And Eric Clapton is right up there with him. So I heard this story that the first time Eric Clapton heard Jimi Hendrix play live, on the cab ride home, he cried all the way home because he knew he would never be as good as Jimi Hendrix.
Damn.
I don't know if that story is true or not, but it's believable because Jimi Hendrix was that good. So when I hear Guillermo Del Toro talk about filmmaking in general, or just his method and like how he approaches telling a story, or why he shot a certain scene this way, and like it's like poetry, like echoing a previous scene,
Like
of,
Shakespeare.
Exactly. When I hear him talk about it, and just when I see how well he understands the process of filmmaking and how he can speak film as a language and not just as something that you do, I feel like crying because I know I'll never be as good as this guy. But
Gosh.
yeah, I know.
pretty
That's how talented I think he is. But
That's like Eric Clapton when he talked about Jimi Hendrix. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
God.
Thank you for reciting that stanza and echoing it like a poem.
Janis Joplin.
That's her name, yes. You're thinking
Oh,
of
God.
Are you thinking of Janet Chaplin?
Because that's pretty deep. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, I was going to say, even though I feel that way about him, that I might not ever be as good as he is, I can still appreciate his work. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I love his work.
Yeah. It sounds like you do.
Yeah.
I mean, like, have you ever met him?
I wish. No, I haven't met
Maybe
him.
you should, like, try to meet him.
No, they say never meet your heroes. They always let you down. So
Who says that?
everybody who's ever met their heroes and been let down.
Probably because they're mean or something.
Well, anyway, this is not about me wanting to meet him. This is about his new movie, The Shape of Water. It's been out now for about a month, and it's been in limited release, and it's been shown in Austin, but I just haven't had time or the extra money to spend because it's theaters around here are pretty expensive. So it finally got a wider release. It's been nominated for a bunch of Academy Awards. It won some Golden Globe Awards, and it's in full release now. I got to see it at a more affordable theater that's nearby, so I don't have to drive too far to see it. And I got to say, cuz, did you just
love
fart?
it? No.
All right, I got to say, cuz, I did. I really enjoyed it. It was a beautiful film. It's my favorite of his is probably Pan's Labyrinth. And I would be, when this movie comes out on Blu-ray or DVD, I would be happy to have it right next to Pan's Labyrinth on my shelf of movies because it's just so
Good.
Yeah, he's such an artist.
So, do you recommend that show?
I do recommend it.
The movie.
Yeah. I don't want to give any. I won't spoil it for anybody. I'll give a brief synopsis of it. It's about a woman who can't speak. She's mute. This is set in like the, God, what decade? I would have to guess like maybe the 50s or the 60s. during like kind of the Cold War era, and she's just she's a maid. She cleans up at a lab. She works at a lab, and she's one of the women who cleans up the place. Anyway, she can't speak. She's a mute, and she's an outcast from society because of it. And her best friend is a guy who's gay. So at that time, for sure, an outcast. And there's in this lab, they bring some monster, some creature like a sea creature. And in the trailer, they say this, that he was worshipped as a god in the Amazon. Anyway, it's not a horror movie per se. It is a monster movie. There's a monster in there, but it's so well done. It's more like a fairy tale than a horror or a monster movie. And the cinematography is beautiful. The set design, the art direction, it feels like it really takes you to this time and place. You feel like you're really there, and the colors are beautiful. I mean, I've seen interviews where he talks about the colors that represent certain characters, and you can kind of see that. Like you realize there are different colors in different areas, and you might not understand why immediately, but
eventually,
in your mind you start to notice these things, and it's just a beautiful story. It's so beautifully told, and it's just like a wonderful fairy tale.
That's pretty cool, cuz.
Yeah, it's very cool, and I'm
I
glad
like fairy tales.
What's your favorite fairy tale?
Tangled, Snow White. Oh, I love Cinderella. Oh, Hansel and Gretel too.
You mean Hansel and Gretel?
Is that what it is? Hansel?
In the Bugs Bunny cartoon, it was Hansel, and they say Hansel, Hansel, Hansel.
Hansel and Gretel. The road. Is it the Roadrunner? The cartoon with the Roadrunner where he was always trying to catch
the coyote and the Roadrunner. Yeah.
Yeah. One of Luis's friends sent me a Facebook message that a final to that cartoon where the coyote finally catches the Roadrunner and tortures him, blows him up. Because he could never catch him.
That's
everything
horrible.
He did.
Why would they send you this?
Finally, after watching all those episodes, he finally got caught. Because you kind of feel sorry for the coyote.
I heard a rumor. I don't know if this is true. It's hard to substantiate this, so don't fact check me on this, like you say. But supposedly, there's an episode where the coyote actually catches the Roadrunner, and when he catches him, he doesn't know what to do because he's never caught him before because he's been chasing him all this time. So, and just confusion of what to do, he let him go.
Yeah, maybe I need to watch it again because I'm pretty sure he tortured him, burnt him.
I don't think they would do that in an actual Looney Tunes cartoon for kids. But the story I just told you about him catching him and letting him go, I've heard that several times from several different sources, but I've never been able to find the episode to find out for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. Can we upload that? For our viewers to see?
I don't know. You can send it to me and I'll try.
Yeah,
we can put it on our Facebook page. Was it on Facebook?
It was a Facebook Messenger, so I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah, so you can find it. It's facebook.com/num2pod, NUMTWOPOD. Of course, you can always hit us up on Twitter and Instagram @num2pod. And if you want to send us an email, tell us how you enjoy the show or ask us a question or anything, you can email us at num2pod@gmail.com.
Word.
See what I did there, cuz? I turned it into a promo to come hit us up on social media. Come visit us. We're lonely. We don't have a lot of followers or any of those things. And you are supposed to be joining Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So you can post.
I got an invitation to join Instagram.
From whom?
From my sister Loopy.
How's she doing? You haven't talked about her in a while. Oh, wait. No. You know what? You didn't tell her? You told me that you had some house guests that you were going to talk about.
Oh man, it was
I
pretty
want to
funny.
hear that story.
So I guess this is like redo your kitchen cabinets season, because Andrea, my other sister, just recently redid her kitchen and had some new cabinets put in, and yesterday she had them stained. So the smell from the paint and the chemicals was too strong. So pretty much yesterday she was over here, and my little niece and her little baby, and just a minute.
What's that
'cause I haven't
noise?
It's my squeaky door. Go ahead. No. Just go ahead. Go. You're interrupting the podcast show. Please proceed.
Wait, you know what the rule is? When you interrupt, you have to get on the microphone.
You have to get on the mic and say hi. Oh, wait, no, because not yet. She hasn't brushed her teeth yet.
Ooh.
We'll have to catch her later.
Smell you later.
So, anyway, so Andrea's had work done on her house, and so they didn't, the smell was so strong they weren't able to stay there last night. So she messages me that she wants to stay, and I'm like, sure. Luis is like, we only have one restroom. I'm like, I can't tell my sister no. I mean, come on.
And it's the restroom in your bedroom.
Yes.
Right? Which is why
Yes.
your daughter was walking across the screen just now.
Yes. Yeah. And
So if you and Luis decide to get busy during this time and they need to use the bathroom, they're going to walk right by you.
no, we could lock the door, but that's not going to happen. So
I meant
Last
get busy
night-
cleaning your bedroom. What do you think I was talking about?
that's exactly what I thought you were talking about.
They're going to walk through with their dirty feet, get your clean bedroom that you were busy cleaning up. They're going to get it dirty again.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So Andrea comes in last night. I don't know. Andrea, has she been on the show before? A couple of times.
Yeah, she's been on the show.
Yeah. She has her voice carries. I don't know if you knew
What
that.
you're trying to say is she's loud.
Yeah, she can be very loud. So I was kind of
Very
nervous.
loud.
Yeah, and her husband can too.
In fact, I heard what you were saying over there all the way here in Austin.
Yeah. So, anyway, they get here. She takes care of her bathroom stuff last night. But,
Was she
remember,
pooping?
no, but remember a few episodes back, I kind of showed you this tea that she recommended me.
The one with the
She
parasites?
recommended to me. Yeah. No, it wasn't
The one that's going to kill your
parasites. It
entire
was
family?
like, it was kind of like a dietary supplement, like cleanse you out tea.
Yes,
So you
I
know what
remember.
happens when you drink that.
And by the way,
Okay.
I'm glad you're still alive. Thank God.
Yes. So last night she drank some. She drank some here at my house. So I was like, okay. So this morning,
She drank some
cuz-
tea that's supposed to clean you out in a house full of people that has only one bathroom right now.
she drank it before she realized that she was actually going to be staying here.
Wait, did
She
you
was
say
here
drank
and she
it?
thought this. She drunk it.
Whoa. I think it's just drink. You don't need the ED at the end of that.
Drank, drunk, drunken.
She imbibed it. She
Did I
consumed
say
this.
ED?
You said drank.
That's the K sound.
Anyway, she consumed this liquid tea.
She consumed this liquid tea before she knew she was going to be staying here.
This liquid tea that cleans you out.
Yes. So about 6:45 this morning, my wonderful husband gets up and he goes and takes his shower. And like 2 minutes later, I get this on my bedroom door. Are you awake?
I am now.
I mean, loud. I'm like, no, not really. Girl, I got to use the bathroom. I was like,
Oh my goodness.
Andrea, I was like, Luis is taking a shower. Oh man, do you know does he take long?
Did you give her the spare bucket?
No. She's like, well, let me just go back in my room and see if, if it goes away. So I get up and I knock on the bathroom door. I waited about 5 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I waited about 5 minutes, and I get up and I knock on the bathroom door because I could still hear her saying, "Oh my God," in the other room. And I tell Luis, like, "Hey, are you almost done?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." Well, I get back in my bed. I'm trying to go back to sleep. And I hear Andrea walk by. Oh my God. Let me sit on the kitchen chair. Maybe that will help it.
I'm sorry. How is sitting on a kitchen chair going to help her shit pain, her shit cramp?
I have no idea. I was thinking maybe you should just stand up and walk and like squeeze really tight.
Oh my God.
So luckily Louise
Did you tell her to stick her finger up there to plug it up?
No. So anyway, he comes out and he's like, I'm like, well, I just want to I think I went back again.
Just to set the scene. So he comes out of the shower. Here's what I'm picturing. He's got his towel wrapped around his leg. Around his waist. He's all glistening and shiny from the shower. He's got a smile on his face. Like, yeah, I got the business going on.
I had knocked on the door again, and I told him, I just want to make sure. I said, Andrea has to use the restroom. I just want to make sure, that you come out fully dressed.
Then he puts his leg up on the bed, like a Captain Morgan pose.
Come in. And then she comes in. She's like, man, Louise, I'm sorry. I got to go to your bathroom. She's like, where's the vent? Do you have a vent in here?
Does he have a vent with a Bluetooth speaker?
Not in our restroom. That's in the other
new
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead. Anyway, where's the vent?
Yeah. So I'm like, it should already be on. I'm like half asleep. He's laying next to me. He's like shaking his head. I was like, oh, family, you got to love them.
You know what? You give Luis such a hard time, but he's been very patient and accepting with our family, our oversized, extended family.
Yeah.
So you should thank him for his patience.
I do, but I want to read you the text message real quick, and then we can wrap up on this little. So after Andrea drank the tea last night, she made it home, and she tells me that she text messages me, and she says, "It smells badly still." And I said, well, do y'all want to come sleep over here? We'll have to share the bathroom. What you should have said was
the same thing over here, too.
So I invited her, it's like, hey, if you need to, you can come stay over here. She was like, yeah, I think so. It's just me.
Cuz I just had a better idea. Can you read that text message again where she said it smells badly over here?
Yeah, she just says, sister, it smells badly still.
And you should have said,
same.
That's a long way to go to set up that joke.
I know. So I tell her, like, we'll have to share bathrooms. And she's like, oh, it's okay. We can sleep in one of the kids' room if you don't mind, and just wake up at 5 a.m. and leave. So this morning when she comes knocking, I'm like, damn. It was 6:45. Y'all should have been gone by 5.
Yeah. Can't you go shit in your own toilet? You're supposed to be gone 2 hours ago.
And then she says at the door, she's like, man, I hate to just drive all the way home for this. I'm like, damn, are we going to spend all day here? Anyway, so yeah, that was my overnight guest.
Nice.
It's funny.
How lovely. And your sister's one of the funniest people I know, so I'm sure there were lots of laughs there, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. There's always lots of laughs. That girl don't hold nothing back. Brianna was here, her daughter, because of the smell in the house yesterday. So she's here, and she asks her, Andrea, hey, what are you doing tonight? We wanted to go get something to eat. Andrea's like, I don't have any little kids. I don't have no babies to watch. I got plans. I was like, damn, Grandma.
Oh, my goodness. That's so, yeah. We were talking last time about how old we're getting. Andrea, our same age, she's a grandmother.
I know. Of 2. I ain't saying nothing because I got 2 girls and a young man.
A young
She's
man
going to be 40.
I know. So am I. I mean, this year.
She's gonna be 40.
Yeah, but she's gonna turn 40. You know what? When we were kids, she used to always brag about being the oldest and being in charge. I wonder if she still feels that way now that she's gonna be 40.
Probably. She probably still feels that way. So for her 40th birthday, I don't even know why or how in the hell we did this, but we're going to Vegas. Coming up.
That's what the Vegas trip is about, her 40th birthday?
Yes.
Man, I'm turning 40.
Yeah.
Nobody's taking me to Vegas.
No, we're not taking her. She's taking herself. We're just going
I can't
on
take
our
myself
own
to
with
Vegas.
her. Neither can I. That's why I feel bad about buying stuff. So Luis is like, did I already say this before? He was like, do you need... Oh, yeah, I did. He's like, do you need any clothes? I'm like, nah, I got stuff. I don't need to go buy anything. Oh.
So what's up with Vegas? So it's for her 40th birthday?
It's for her 40th birthday.
Has she ever been to Vegas?
No.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
No.
Has either of your husbands ever been to Vegas?
Not either of mine, no.
Not either of your husbands?
No.
No,
No.
I mean, has
None
your
of our
husband or
husbands.
Alvaro, Andrea's husband been? No.
No.
So this is the first time for all of y'all.
Yes. But we have a travel guide.
And what is that? On your phone? An app?
No. That's your fave cuz.
Oh, Phobe's going too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's
think we're
been
gonna have
several times,
fun.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll show you a good... I've never been, so I don't know, but I'm sure she'll show you a good time.
Yeah. She said, we were messaging yesterday and she was like, it's getting close. I'm like, yeah, super excited. And she said, even though she's been several times, it's fun to go with people that have never been because it makes her feel like it's the first time to go. And I was like, yeah, just like touch
Having
for the
sex
very
with a
first
virgin.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, like a virgin. Touch for the very first time. And I put the little singing note in there so she knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. You know, I know you don't watch a lot of movies, but have you ever seen, I think it's Reservoir Dogs, Quentin Tarantino's first big movie?
Probably not.
Okay, they break down that song at the beginning of the movie, and they're saying that Madonna is saying she's with a man who is so big that when
Oh my gosh.
when he enters, it hurts her so bad, like it's the first time she had sex.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think about that? You think that's what that song is about? Like a virgin?
I don't know, because I remember when that song came out, like it was, I mean, people were just like, that is like bad, it was that, I think when that whole record of hers came out, that one, and there's another one where Madonna like dresses up like Mary, right? Or she has the rosary. Is it like a virgin?
There's one where she's like singing to a religious statue that comes to life, and
Yeah.
she kisses it.
Is it
or
like a virgin?
No, it's not like a virgin. Madonna's had a very controversial career, but I mean, she's also very smart, and has used that controversy to propel her career.
Yeah. I think she's cool and stuff.
Yeah, I like her little setup. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big fan of Madonna. From the '80s on, like she's made great music. Yeah, for decades.
You don't get that music you don't get that kind of music anymore. I don't think.
Well, not that kind. We're not in the '80s anymore.
Duh, smart ass.
You want to talk about a little nostalgia from the '80s?
I guess.
Do you remember Trapper Keepers?
Trapper Keepers. Were those the notebook things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the fold over Velcro thing. I was watching a video of like,
Trapper Keepers.
yeah. I was watching a video recently of like nostalgic things that you don't see anymore. I love my Trapper Keeper. I thought it was so cool when I got my Trapper Keeper. And let me tell you,
I gotta write that down.
yeah, write down Trapper Keeper. I think they still sell them. They were the ugliest designs, though. They were so 80s, like neon squiggles and stripes and stuff. It was just like all over the place. But who is that?
Come here. Wait, what?
We're being interrupted again.
Keep walking and do what you're doing.
Yes. Is that your husband?
What are you gonna do?
Brush my teeth.
Wait, isn't your daughter still in there brushing her teeth?
Somebody's in the restroom. Somebody's already in there.
My goodness.
He comes in with his toothbrush and he's like, "Oh, like
he's in trouble." Well, hey, look, that's good though.
I'm like, "What?"
Tell him to come say hi with his stinky breath.
No. They can't come by me with stinky breath.
Oh, you have so many rules. So anyway, squeaky door. Now what? Is it him or is it somebody else?
Come here. Oh,
I didn't realize we were gonna have so many.
Too close.
Just tell him to get in the frame to wave hello.
Just kind of get.
Stand behind. Oh.
This is live. We're recording.
Yes.
So it's about 11:30, and this is what time.
And the house is waking up. Must be nice.
Oh,
my goodness.
Wait, in Isabel's voice, I woke up at 8.
Sounds like it. Certainly looks like it.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, so we need. You know what? Write down. Make a note of this because at some other time, some other show, I want to talk about all these rules you have for like stinky breath, farting, burping. I want to get into that because I think he has some issues going on there.
Yeah, breathing too close, heavy breathing.
Yeah, and go ahead and write down my germphobia because I'm sure it'll tie into that somehow.
Yeah.
But I was talking about trapper keepers, and I wanted to tell you on my trapper keeper, you know how girls used to always have like the posters and stuff of the hot guys, like
Yeah.
like in the movies, it would show it in their bedroom walls, their lockers, and stuff like that. At the back of my trapper keeper, I had a picture of Alyssa Milano.
Trapper keeper. I can't even believe that. Melissa Milano.
So it was. Go ahead.
What would you like? Did you like write stuff on her?
No, she was just taped there, like so. I'd have a picture of a pretty woman, a pretty girl, at the back of my trapper keeper.
Oh my God.
Hey, man, we were about the same age. I grew up watching her on Who's the Boss. She was.
That's too funny.
She was Samantha. That's what Tony Danza would call Samantha. That's my
Did
Who's
he
the
die?
Boss. No, he's still alive. How
Oh,
dare you?
sorry.
Shame
I'm
on
sorry.
you. Fake news. No, so I had the trapper.
Because
Had
that
the
would be
trapper
a
keep-
fun game.
What? Are they dead or
word.
alive?
Yeah. Well, no. About things from the 80s. If I would know what they were.
I think we could do that from things from the 90s, things from the 2000s. Because you don't seem like I'm not as plugged into pop culture anymore as I used to be.
Oh, yeah. I'm not either.
But-
Ever.
Yeah, you don't seem like you've ever been like you didn't know who Eric Clapton was. One of the biggest,
I
greatest.
thought it was Janis Joplin. Joplin.
No, Joplin is right.
It is?
Yeah, Janis Joplin.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's Joplin. How dare you? She's from
So
our neck of
wrong.
the woods. She's one of
I
the most famous
know.
people to come out of the Golden Triangle.
I'm not good with names or words.
Or numbers, or math,
Or
Or
health.
facial recognition. So anyway,
Yeah,
Trapper
you're
Keeper
so much
kept me
more-
it kept me organized for all my classes. Or at least it was supposed to. I still had a bunch of loose leaf paper in there, but I remember having a picture of Alyssa Milano on the back of it.
I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to ask Luis, do you have your Trapper Keeper?
Oh my goodness. You should hey, you're in school now. You should get one. Come on, man. The 80s nostalgia
No.
is
Could you
hitting hard.
imagine if I go into class, I'm already doing the wrong section.
Yeah. You open up your Trapper Keeper to get the correct folder and notebook out.
Oh gosh, that would be so bad.
And it came with a little pouch for all your pens and pencils and crayons.
They have things pretty much, I guess, still a Trapper Keeper. It's just they're called different things.
Like
they're called, they're different.
a
What
notebook
is that?
organizer or
Like
something like that.
Yeah, it almost looks like a little briefcase. that they carry around.
I think you should be ballsy and just show up with a full-on Trapper Keeper. 80s neon colors, stupid designs.
You know those fanny pack things?
Yeah, hey, those are coming back. Certain circles, those are back in style.
That's what I was getting at. I went to one of my favorite stores. Guess which one?
Oh, don't tell me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Is it? Oh. Is it Steinmart?
Yes, it is.
That place turns out pretty great. I mean, at least for this.
They had some great sales the other day, too.
And we have another guest on the number 2
No.
podcast.
She's like, oh, just a minute. Close the door.
Who? Just say it out loud.
They don't respect me.
If we're going to be interrupted, you might as well make it a part of the show. Who was that?
Isabel finally got up out of my room.
Oh. Hey, all right. She brushed her teeth. Now she can be on mic. Bila.
Come get on the mic. I don't know if they know that they're being recorded.
I'll let her know. Hi, Bila.
Hi, Eric.
Just so you know, there's a video portion of this now. You'll be appearing on YouTube at some point. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, do you know what a Trapper Keeper is?
No.
What if I told you that at some point in human history, there was something engineered that would keep students so organized they would never lose their homework, they would always know where their classwork was, and it had a built-in pouch for pens and pencils.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it happened in the 80s, and it fell out of style for some reason. Tell your mom you want a Trapper Keeper for school. Do it right now. See what she says.
I want a Trapper Keeper for school. But that's not what it means. What is it?
It is a Trapper Keeper.
That's exactly what it is. It's just we were just
After
talking
your
about
assignment,
that.
Go Google Trapper Keeper.
Okay.
Okay, well, hey, do you have any new words for us? Any new cool words that the kids are all saying?
Not
Last
really.
word you gave us was finessing. Are we
Shook.
still... What's that?
Shook.
Shook?
Shook. Like shocked, but shook.
Can you use it in a sentence? Get closer to the microphone, please.
It's what happens when you get shocked. You shook.
It's like, say something happens and you didn't expect that to happen. And you're just
You're in
like, I'm
shock.
shook. Yeah.
Instead of shock, they misspelled it and put shook.
Okay, thank you. You can give the headphones back to your mom. Have a good day.
You too.
It's cute. Oh.
Is this a word
I'm
you're familiar
shook
with?
'cause-
Yeah, I'm shook right now, too, because, whew.
Yeah, a while back I was in Walmart parking lot and there were people arguing
Is this another interruption? Oh.
because we're gonna have them because nobody's brushed their teeth and we have one restroom. And I said, "Oh my gosh, get your cameras out! They're about to squab."
Did they know what that meant?
No.
Oh. Hey, when they didn't know what that meant, did you get swole?
Please remember to close the door. Just 1 second, cuz.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna have to either like get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or something.
Something.
Anyway, so yeah, they didn't know what squab was. They didn't know that they made me get swole. I told her homework is to go Google Trapper Keeper. She'll have to get back with me on that. In fact, I'm going to Google it and see what happens. Oh my gosh, all I did was put Trapper and Keeper already came up.
Well, I can't think of any other words or phrases that have trapper in it.
They're still called Trapper Keepers.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a popular brand. It was a great name. It trapped your work and kept it for you.
A Trapper Keeper. Oh my gosh. I think I had this one. Vintage Trapper Keeper.
Is there one with a picture of what?
Shit, we should have saved all of ours.
Why?
The $56.
Oh, stop it.
1980s Med Trapper Keeper, $49.99.
Because we couldn't keep ours because we used it, and by the end of the year, it was falling apart. I know mine started tearing at the seams. It was plastic.
I swear I had this one.
Okay. It's a rainbow with some flowers and a butterfly.
Yes.
All brightly colored.
That is something I would have had as a boy.
Well, look, I see Trapper Keepers are still being sold brand new. I see one at Target for $12.29.
Yeah, but it's not a vintage 80s one.
No, it's not. Although I do see a vintage 80s one. Lisa Frank Vintage Trapper Keeper, $219.99.
Oh my gosh, we could be like millionaires.
Oh, hey, look, I think I found the one that you were talking about. That's like a briefcase. Case It, the Sidekick, 2-inch round, 3-ring zipper binder. Man, do you remember those 3-ring binders? You ever get your skin
Yes.
caught in one?
No.
I got the fatty part of my hand caught in one time. I thought I was going to cry because it was in the middle ring. And you know, on the 3-ring binder, you have to get the clips on each end. Well, because my hand was caught in the middle, I couldn't reach the bottom. I could grab one clip, and the rings were so strong, or my fingers were so weak, I couldn't spread open the middle part because that's where all the tension was. And I thought I was going to rip my hand out.
Oh,
Trapper Keeper wasn't like that. They were plastic binders, and it had a little sliding thing, if I remember correctly. You would just slide it out from the top, and they would just kind of slide apart.
And the little Velcro.
Yeah, the Velcro
Right.
kept all the stuff from falling out because it had that extra flap to go over. It was very well designed. It was popular for a reason. I don't know why it fell out of popularity. Maybe the designs just didn't keep up. But
Probably.
I loved mine.
Yeah.
But I only
Yeah.
remember having one.
I think we got one every school year. I think
I don't
somebody's still in the restroom. She's gonna go in there. Let's see if she opens the door. Man, you know, when we first moved into this house, we only had one restroom.
That's right.
And I know
forgot
the
about
kids
that.
were smaller, but we still only had one restroom up until 2011, I think it was. 2010, 2011. So, I mean, they still had to use the restroom. I'm like, how did we do it for so many years?
I figured there was a lot of yelling and fighting over the bathroom.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is. I would have played the sound clip for that, but my iPad is running low on battery, so I'm saving it for the end of the show.
Oh, that's too funny. There
All right, he's clean. Now he has to be on the show. Time to get
you
back
have
over
to
here.
come say something on the show.
Oh.
Hold on.
Hello?
Hey, man. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
First of all, I want to ask you, why are you interrupting the show?
Well, I had to brush my teeth, so.
You got fresh breath now? Let me see. Smell it. Let me smell it. All right.
It smells good,
All
huh?
right. Hey, don't talk to her. Talk to me. What's up with that mustache?
What's up with your beard?
I grew my beard. I like it. And it
Look.
grows in thick and full.
I'm trying to grow my mustache.
Do me a favor, will you?
What?
Try harder. All right, thanks, man. Give the headphones back to your mom. You've been great. Thanks for visiting Number 2 Podcast. All
Hello?
right. That went nowhere. I'm not following your advice anymore.
What did he say?
He was completely disinterested.
Yeah, he's
should've
kind of
told-
camera shy, microphone
I
shy.
should have told him about slap bracelets. Is
I
there,
love
is there
those
noise in
too.
the background right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of drilling going on. Lots of it. This might be a short show.
Yeah, it might be okay to pull the plug right now.
You think?
I don't know what else you want to talk about. We're not prepared to talk about 80s nostalgia. I just got reminded of that for some reason.
Well, I think we did cover a lot already.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Hey, when you're in Vegas, are you gonna do any gambling?
You know what? It's crazy you say that. Yes, we are. But there are other shows.
It's going to be really expensive if you keep gambling.
Yeah. So I'm like, yes, let's book a show. I'd rather spend, $70
I'm sorry,
a person.
what? I can't hear you over that noise in the background.
I can't help it. Okay, it's stopped now.
All right.
They're
so
drilling.
why would you whisper when it's noisy?
Anyway, so we planned some attraction shows and some things to do while we're there to hopefully not spend so much time in the casinos.
Well, it sounds like fun. I hope you have a great time. I would like to go to Vegas one of these days. So let me know what you think of it.
I will. I'm going to try to do some recording. For
videos or audio or what?
Video, audio, maybe just like, hey, this is us. We're here. And just kind of, I'm not going to spend too much time because I'm a firm believer in enjoying your time away and not being on social media so much, because I'm thinking, why are you on social media so much if you're on vacation? Like,
Well, because you're never on social media anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
But you are a world-class videographer, so I can't wait to see the beautiful videos that you take while you're away.
Yeah, I might try to do like some actual recordings of like video, not just camera pictures, because I'm pretty good at taking pictures, not of myself, but of stuff.
Obviously.
I think. So yeah, that's the plan.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to end the show. Thank you for listening. Number 2 podcast, episode 31. Cuz 31 episodes, not bad, huh?
I'm excited. We made it past 30.
30.
Being dirty.
Let's see, what rhymes with 31? 31, like a dirty hun.
No, 31 like a dirty gun.
Oh, 31 like a dirty gun.
Yeah.
Or a flirty gun. Thanks for listening. Number 2 podcast. Please support the show. Go to campfyrepod.com. Click on the Amazon link on the right side of the page. Anything you order from Amazon, we might make a small commission at no extra charge to you. It's a good way to help support the show. That's campfyrepod.com. How do you spell it, cuz?
That's campfyrepod.com.
That's correct. Thank you. So have a good day. Have a wonderful life. Spend time with your family, your friends. Be sure and when you hit the button on your soundboard, have your audio turned up so that you can play yourself out. You know what I'm saying, cuz?
Yes. Yeah,
I
love
make a lot
yourself.
of mistakes. I'm sorry, what?
I said love yourself.
I love myself on a nightly basis. I think it's becoming a problem. I'm kidding.
That's so sick.
I'm kidding. It's time to say goodbye to the number 2. Hey, your daughter was just in there. We could have asked her if she liked when I sing or not. Dang it.
The other one's taking a shower.
What? Oh, okay. That's okay. We're gonna say goodbye now. So enjoy your time away from number 2 podcast and come back and tell us stories of life and living, and then have a laugh with number 2 podcast and number 2 cousin and her
Not favorite
family.
cuz.
No, shut up. I'm
Just number
singing
2.
here, so just come and say hello to your new friends and family. That's what we're like, just an extension of your own dysfunction. But we
Familia.
make it work, and we make it work very well,
Familia.
cause at the end of the day we really love each other. So love
phony,
us
yeah.
and love you on a nightly. I'm just kidding. That's horrible. I'm running out of lyrics. Thank you all for listening. Have a great week. We'll see you next time, hopefully, if life doesn't get in the way again. And we'll hear all about Vegas trip, right?
That's right.
Looking forward to that. Goodbye.